I love seeing small businesses succeed, and I believe that success is a journey, not a destination. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of inspiration, empowerment, and actionable insights. We're all about turning your one-day dream into a right-now dream. If you're ready to create the life you have always wanted, you're in the right place. Let's discover your unique talents and forge your path to success. It's not just about chasing goals, it's about embracing the journey and building a life that you love. Each week, I'll bring you conversations with experts on marketing, business, and a plethora of other topics that align with who you want to become. Whether you're an entrepreneur, creative, or simply someone on a mission, my goal is to provide you with the tools, stories, and a mindset shift to help you thrive. Buckle up, get ready to dig deep. Let's turn those dreams into gold. This is the Orem Collective podcast. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for being here today. Thanks for putting in your earbuds, grabbing that basket of laundry, or whatever it is that you do while you listen to your podcasts. I'm really thankful that you're here today. I am really excited to talk to you about something that has been on my heart a lot, something that's been on my mind a lot, and something that I have been very excited to share with you. And that is the power of hospitality. So I think it's something that we kind of throw around, this word hospitality. We throw it around like, I'm in the hospitality industry. We invite people into our space, or we invite people into our homes. We throw this word around kind of like it's no big deal. And we don't really think through what hospitality actually means and how it really can transform your experience, your couple or your client's experience, and your business. So, what is hospitality? Hospitality, simply put, is service. It's going to great lengths to make people feel seen and special. And I'm going to come back to that verbiage right there a lot in this conversation. Seen and special. We want our couples, we want our clients, we want anyone that we work with, vendors, anybody who comes into our venue, anybody who works with us, no matter what your industry is, we want them to feel seen and special. That's the reputation we want people to have of us. So, in a sea of options, when a couple walks inside the doors of your venue, we'll just use the example of what I do. So, when a couple walks into the doors of my venue, what is it that sets me apart? What is it that sets you apart? What is it that you're selling? I think we often think about the views or the amenities, the different things that we provide as a venue or as whatever you are in the industry. We often sell things, we don't sell experiences. Things can be easier to sell. Experiences are much harder. An experience takes work to figure out what the couple is wanting, what they're envisioning for their wedding day. That is much harder to sell than your tables, your chairs, whatever it is that you're selling. I am definitely not going to argue that a couple is going to be swayed by the things that you include. That is going to play a part in their decision making. But I am also a firm believer that a couple that is shown hospitality is going to be a huge part of their decision making process. So, how do we make sure that our couples are shown hospitality in the process of working with us? Are you tired of wading through legal jargon, hoping your company contracts are legally sound? Say goodbye to the stress of what if and hello to Creative Law Shop contracts. We use Creative Law Shop's simple templates for our businesses. They are specifically tailored for creative entrepreneurs. Creative Law Shop provides the legal documents you need to succeed, from client contracts to operating agreements and everything in between. Creative Law Shop has what you are looking for. Don't let legal worries hold you back from turning your one-day dream into a right-now dream. Head over to shopcreativelaw.com. Enter code OREM10 at checkout for 10% off. That's shopcreativelaw.com, code AURUM10 for 10% off. 3 things. We are going to make sure our couples feel seen and special. We are going to create an experience that you yourself would want to experience. And we are going to invite them into our family and ask for their help. I love this quote. Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." That quote, often I just think about, wow, gosh, like how am I making people feel when they come inside the doors of my venue? We are the art directors of our businesses. You're the owner, so that means you're the art director. It is your job to create a beautiful experience that your couples will remember forever. not just on their wedding day. I think we get really caught up in creating this beautiful memory or moment and experience that they have on their wedding day with us, when really we need to be thinking about every moment that we have with them, not just on their wedding day. We need to create that experience for them from the very first touch point we have with them. And we're going to talk a little bit more about touch points. So back to that first step, making your couples feel seen and special. At our venue, we do something called a YBAC call. A YBAC call is a you booked a tour call. And this call just really gives us a lot of information. It's something that we can use as we create an experience. Basically, what this looks like is someone's going to book a tour with us and they're going to do it on our website. And I'm going to get a notification on my email and it's going to give me their phone number. And I'm going to call them as soon as I can. And I'm going to say something like, "Hey, Laura, so excited that you booked a tour at Clay. We cannot wait to meet you. We can't wait to hear more about your wedding day. I just wanted to call and see if you have any questions and to also just learn a little bit more about you guys. Can you tell me a little bit?" It's going to be a quick call, probably 5 minutes. She's going to tell me about how they met. She's going to tell me about how they got engaged. She's going to ask a few questions. It's not going to take very much of my time, and it's going to give me so much information that's going to help me create an experience for this couple on their tour. So this is just an example, but she told me that they met while they were traveling abroad. They got engaged in Paris. They love to travel. They love Europe. They can't wait to go back. So when they show up for their tour, I am going to have come prepared with the information that she gave me on that call. And that is, I'm going to go to the best bakery in town and I'm going to get the best croissants I can find. And I'm going to have them sitting on the table waiting for her when she walks in. When Laura gets there, I'm going to say, "Hey, Laura, I know it's not Paris, but I wanted you to have a little taste of where y'all got engaged while we talk about your wedding. It's going to be a really small gesture. It didn't cost me much, didn't take me very much time, but it is going to create loyalty out the gate, and it's going to make my couple feel seen and special. It's also going to show them that I listen. I listened to what she said. I was attentive to her, and I went above and beyond. I went the extra step. We use that phrase in our venue all the time. Go the extra step. Sometimes you don't have to go the extra mile. Sometimes it's just going the extra step to make a couple feel seen and special. So that's making your couples feel seen and special. Number 2, we're going to create an experience that we ourselves want to experience. Think through every touch point that you have with a couple. I'm really serious. I want you to think about every single touch point you have with them. I think we sometimes think, oh, well, they land on our Instagram or they land on our Facebook or they land on our website. That's one touch point. And then they come for a tour. That's another touch point. But we likely have so many more than you think. When I first did it, I think I came up with 10 touch points. And really, I have more like 50, maybe even more than 50 touch points that I have with a couple. And when you think through all those touch points, I want you to think through how each of those touches can create an experience that you would want to experience and that will make your couple feel seen and special. Again, seen and special, seen and special. We're going to just hammer that in today. Do an audit. Every touch point. So pause this podcast right now. I want you to start writing them down. Write down every touch point you have, from your Instagram to your landing page to your tour, how they book a tour, how they book a call with you, how they find out your pricing. Is it easy? Is it the things that you would want to experience in that process if you were planning a wedding? Is it making it easy for them? Are you drowning in client tasks? From contracts to communication, keeping up can be overwhelming. But fear not. I'm here to introduce you to Honeybook, the ultimate solution for managing your business seamlessly. Say goodbye to stress and hello to streamlined workflows. With Honeybook CRM, handling contracts, payments, and client services has never been easier. Join me and countless others who've discovered the power of efficiency. Ready to take the leap? Head to share.honeybook.com/Orem and use code OREM for an incredible 50% off for an entire year. That's right, half off for 12 whole months. Trust me, this is a game changer you won't regret. Visit share.honeybook.com/Orem and enter the code OREM. That's AURUM for your exclusive Orem offer. 3, we're going to invite our couples into our family and ask for their support. At this point, we're probably several touch points down the road with our couple. We have built loyalty with them already. They've booked with us. They're experiencing that true hospitality that we're creating, and they're ready to sing our praises. So this is where that using hospitality turns couples' loyalty into advocacy. We want to turn their loyalty to us into something that they're going to go and tell their friends and their family and the random person that they meet on the street who just got engaged about your venue or your services. We need to turn, again, that loyalty into advocacy. We want our couples to tell everyone about us. We do that by inviting them into our family and making them feel like they belong, because they do. And not just on their wedding day, they belong. At our venue, we do something where we have them sign a wall in the back of our venue. It's called a "We Came and We Partied" wall. We're kind of famous for it. Couples know about it. We take a picture of it. We post it on our Instagram during the night when couples are signing it. We also take a really fun little Polaroid picture, and we send it to them with a handwritten note from all of our staff that was working that night. And it has a little QR code that says, "Your voice means far more to future couples than ours ever could." So what does this do? They're leaving their mark. We're inviting them into our family by telling them, sign our wall. In that process, we're telling them, congratulations. Thank you again so much for picking Clay. It means the world to us that you chose Clay, and we love that you are a part of our forever family. Then, as they have been invited into our family, we send them that card that asks for their help. And I think we all have this feeling when someone asks us for our help, we're immediately like, oh, yes, I have something to offer. This is a really great place to invite your couples into a private Facebook group for just your couples, where they can also help current couples with their wedding planning questions. And it gives them the ability to invest and help others. And that's a huge way to turn that loyalty into advocacy. So in review, we're going to go over these 3 again. We're going to, 1, make our couples feel seen and special. However you want to do that. At our venue, we do something called a why-back call. 2, we're going to create an experience that we ourselves want to experience. So what does that look like for you? It's going through every single touch point that you have with a couple and asking, is this creating an experience that I would want to experience? Is this easy? Is there ease in the process of booking with me? Is there ease in the process of finding out information about my space or my services? And we're going to do an audit. We're going to go through all of those things. We're going to write them down. You already paused this podcast. You have that list. When you're done listening, you're going to go think about, how can I make my couples feel seen and special in each one of these touch points? 3, we're going to invite them into our family and ask for their support. I think having something where they sign the wall like we do, doing something where you're asking them to be a part of a private Facebook group or a private Instagram group, something where they can help other couples and be a part of a community. We all long and desire to be a part of a community. And I think that this is a great way to get your couples involved while they're planning and after they're planning, so they can be of help. And then again, giving them that voice. That Facebook group is a great way to do that. Sending QR codes, asking for a review. So it's turning that loyalty that we've created throughout the entire process into advocacy. If you guys have questions about this, I would love to hear them. I would love to know what you guys think about this process. The wedding industry, we never have repeat customers. It's really like help them plan their wedding and then we don't ever see them again. So we really have to hone in on making them feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves, because they are. I always feel like these sales topics can feel really icky, and we can talk about all the tactics to get someone to book and get someone to leave you a review, and it can feel really icky. It can feel like I feel sleazy, or I feel like a car salesman when I do that. But it doesn't have to be. I truly believe that when in the heart of hearts, your desire is to make your couples feel like they're invited into something special, and your heart is that your venue or your business has a hospitality mindset, they are going to want to be a part of it and they're going to want to sing your praises. So don't feel like it is an ick thing. It doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to be something where you feel like, oh, well, I'm doing that out of obligation to get a good review. You're creating an experience because you want your couples to feel cared for, loved, and special, and that their special day is really important to you. So you're not just trying to fill dates on your calendar. Again, if you have any questions, throw them our way. Hang out with us on Facebook and Instagram. It's a great place to ask questions. It's a great place to hear what's coming up. It's also a great place that if you have other questions that you want answered, to drop them there. I often take into consideration what you guys want to hear before I record new episodes. So thanks again so much for joining us. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I think you just became a better version of you. You finished another episode of the Orem Collective podcast, and it shows. If you want more, head over to oremcollective.com for show notes and discount codes from today's episode. If you want to keep the conversation rolling, join our community on Instagram and Facebook. All the details are at oremcollective.com. Until next time, keep making your one-day dream a right now dream.